Alright, DJ Connect fam, what's good? You know what it is. My name's Andrew Lindley. We got Kilo in the building and we're gonna get right to it. We're talking all about crates today. How to build crates, why crates are important, everything to do with crates in Serato 3.0. So let's just get right to it. No waiting around. So I'm gonna show you guys literally my entire folder right here. This is literally all of my crates right here, starting from here. If you have, because my hard drive's plugged in right now, this is all of my actual music. This is how I show up to clubs. Like, this is what's going on. These crates right here, this is just what's on my internal hard drive. So if you have an external hard drive and your internal hard drive, you're gonna have two different sections, or if you plug two different hard drives in, you're gonna have like, they're gonna be separated, one's on top of each other. So like if you're working with another DJ and he plugs his drive into your computer and you just wanna work off one computer, yours will be on top, his are gonna be on the bottom. So just know that. It doesn't matter. A lot of people have been asking me too lately, like, does it matter if I'm analyzing music from a hard drive or from my computer? No, like, it doesn't matter where you bring the music in from. It doesn't matter one bit. None of that matters at all. Like, once you analyze the tracks, it's all stored in your metadata. I can't even analyze because everything is already done. And that's like step one. Like, once you bring music in, hit the analyze button. And this is only going to be here as well if your controller isn't turned on. Once it's turned on, you can't analyze files. So just know that. Don't have your controller plugged in. Don't have it turned on. And you're good to go. So let's just take a look real quick at my structure. So you're going to see here I got my instrumentals, acapellas. Like if I want to start making remixes or something on the fly, it's all here, ready to go. My extendeds is kind of just like everything in this folder is going to have an extended 8-bar intro. This is the key. Like, if you're not part of a record pool, you're missing out, and this is one of the issues that is like really holding you back in your DJ career. These extended 8-bar intros are made by DJs for DJs, because we know that no matter what, there's an 8-bar intro. All we have to do is count that out, and like once you've DJ'd for a while, you don't even have to count anymore. Like, you just know that that was 8 bars. Every chorus is basically 8 bars. Most verses, they're either 8 bars, 16 bars, like one of those. Bridges, usually 8 bars. There's always going to be like an exception to the rule, and don't be that guy who's like, I know this track out there, it doesn't have that, so you're a liar, you're a piece of crap, blah, blah, blah. We get it. Like, there's always going to be exceptions to that rule. Sometimes there's even going to be like, you know, a 3 count where we're playing in 3/4 time. Like, stuff is going to happen. But 99.9% of the time, any music that we're working with is going to be in 1/4/4 time, and it's going to follow like a normal bar structure where it's like a 4-bar intro, 8-bar chorus, 8-bar or 16-bar verse, sorry, and it just goes on like that. We just know that because that's how music is made, and like music kind of follows a structure. So that's my like one of my oldest crates. That's how I used to do it way back in the day. You'll see I stopped in 2021 even updating that because I changed my format, and I will show you that there. In here I got my dance hall extended, so every year pretty much. I did have a hard drive crash in 2010, so you'll notice like I got 2005, 2000, 90s, 80s, but then following that I got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you have a hard drive crash, I feel for you. You know what it is. Like, there's been a few times that I've just quit DJing completely because of that issue. So never feel like that's the end of your career. You can always rebuild. It's never going to be exactly like it used to be, but sometimes that's a blessing. Like, I have a buddy right now who lost his entire hard drive. He was just getting back into DJing as well, and then that happened, and it was like dagger into his heart. But all that comes out of that is now you're going to make new crates, and your whole style is going to change. It's always like evolving, and you'll see, like, that's why I stopped here at 2021, because I'm like, my style is getting stale. I'm feeling stale in the way I'm playing. I want a whole new format. I want a whole new way I create my stuff. And then from there, like, this stuff is just like a genre compilation. So like hip hop grinders, classic calypso, classic hip hop, classic Latin, top 50. And you'll see I kind of stopped here because I started a whole new structure that you're going to see. It's down here called All Killer No Filler. Check this thing out. 60s hits, disco essentials, 80s essentials, 80s hits, 90s essentials, 90s hip-hop jams, up-tempo, 90s, just hits of the 90s. These are all like no intro, nothing. It's just like the original track. 110 random zone hits. I don't know how long you guys have been DJing for, but you should know that like when you're in the 110 range, there's just like really weird songs that no one really plays. Like you're either playing like 100 BPM, 128 BPM is like the EDM, but in that middle range, like there's some hits. You got like Uptown Funk, Break My Soul, In My Head, Lizzo, About Damn Time. Like these are hits, but they're so far and in between. It's just like a random BPM range. So you're gonna find stuff like this that like just kind of sticks out. So you're just gonna like drop stuff in there. I don't want to be ever thinking or struggling when I'm building music. Like I want it here. And that's the whole idea of crates. Like you don't want to ever be like stressing out at an event saying, what do I play next? Like what am I supposed to be playing next? You want it here at your fingertips, and having clean crates is one of the most important things. So I got the 90s dance hall, 2000s dance hall, 2010s, and all this is all killer, no filler. Like literally all killer, no filler. I don't want no filler music. I just want the hits. Because if you go back here to my extendeds and you go into here dance hall, like I got everything. Like tracks that I will never play, didn't even know, like Anna Lick by Navino. If anyone knows that track, like drop it in the chat right now if you know that track. Because in my head right now, I have no clue what that sounds like. I couldn't pull it out. Like all I would want in this crate, I'll just look through here. So Easy, that's a big tune. God's Plan, but that's not really that, it's just a remix. Genius, that's a good song. Not really dancehall. It's like it's just a remix, but it is what it is. Senseless, it was never really a hit, but people know it. There's a lot of filler in here. So when you go down here, all killer, no filler. Like I don't want that filler. I don't want no B tracks. I don't want some track that's like it was okay in its time. No, I just want hits. I want the hit after hit. Like now I'm looking at what you'll notice here is if you go in here, these are the sub crates. But if you go to the top level, this is all of the crates. Every crate that's in here, it's just in the top. So let's just like scroll through here and look at it real quick. Bust a Move, Ice Ice Baby, Rump Shaker, Baby Got Back, It Takes Two, OPP. Obviously this is pulling from my like 90s hip hop jams, but let's just keep rolling. One Dance, 24 Karat Magic, Thong Song, My Humps. Just hit after hit, 24 Karat Magic, Twist and Shout, Rough Riders Anthems. That's obviously going to be with my hip-hop. Ring of Fire, which is country. So all I want, like, I could just sit in this folder right here, and just every single song is a hit. It's not Divino, Anna Luck. This is, like, the tracks that everyone knows, everyone can sing along to. So let's just go back and look at some of the other stuff I had here. Dancehall Extended. Classic Intros is kind of... I started this format a long time ago, but I never really went through it all and built it out. And right now, we're going to be selling my all killer, no filler folders. So drop it in the comments right now. If you want these playlists, let me know, because these playlists are like 25 years of DJing work. Like nothing but hits. If you want something like this, just drop it in the comments and I'm gonna think about releasing this. Me and my buddy have probably put like 150 hours of time into those folders, so you know, like that stuff is fire. Transpellas, this is stuff that's really important. Not so much anymore because we have stems, but I personally I like it better having these transpellas because they're just already built. I don't have to worry about hitting the buttons. I don't have to worry about going through stuff. It's already in here. It's already built. And this is an acapella out. So at the end here, are you gonna stay? It's just, it goes from the track, plays the track, and then it's an acapella out. And it's like for all of these, I have them all. Acapella in, acapella out. So this is acapella, track, and then down here, acapella out. And all you know is because we got these 8-bar intros, like I was just talking about. This right here, literally, it's like Lego. You take that track, the acapella, you put this track underneath with the beat, and you're good to go. Are they the same BPM? Let's just sync it. Yeah, I'm in this bitch with the terror. I can't really play songs out too much. You guys should know about that. Copyright and everything, but if I were to play that out, that's a literal remix right there, built on the spot within seconds. So I like to have all that stuff in a folder. If I'm feeling like doing like a pure remix set, it's right there ready for me, and it's only like that because I built a crate. I spent time compiling all these tracks, getting them all together, and building that. Next up, we just got like some compilation albums, stuff I never go into, so realistically, I don't even need it on here. I've never in my life went into these crate savers, but I have it, like just in case. But like this crate savers here, lots of hits. So if I ever wanted to beef up those folders that I was already building, like the all killer, this right here is kind of already done for me. So now it's just going through, dropping it in like whatever year it came out of, and building it that way. And then from there, we already talked about the genre comps. This B101 live to air, I used to do a lot of on the radio mixing, so you couldn't have any swearing whatsoever. Everything in this folder right here, all clean edits. Like, I don't even have to stress. Everything in here is edited, no questions asked. I know what's in here. I'm not scared that I'm gonna like get in trouble, because I don't know where you guys are from, but up in Canada, apparently it's never happened. I haven't seen it happen, but if you play a swear word on the radio, that if somebody calls in and like complains, they could be fined $3,000 on the spot. I haven't seen it happen. I'm not gonna say it's not real, but that was what I was told. I was like, do not ever, under any circumstance, ever play a swear word, and everything in here clean, 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 clean. So I just compile that, get the clean edits, put it in there, and it's done. Then I got a Latin folder, hip hop folder, soca folder, and this is by year, obviously. And then I also have like compilations. So I got my Canadian hip hop folder. Like if I'm doing a Canadian set or something, nothing but like Toronto rap music is in here. Cash Money, if I ever just want to drop like a Cash Money set. My good music, if I want to drop like a Kanye set, we got the good music. If I got like a crunk, if I know I got some crunkers in the building, got myself a crunk set, and you'll see like this is all 70, 80 BPM, lean with it, rock with it, laffy taffy, get crunk, throw some D's, who dat, snap your fingers, hit after hit after hit. I don't want to be like stressing out, do I know what song to play next? Is it gonna fit? I don't need to stress about that because I've already done the work, and that's why you need crates. Like you need crates for that reason. Soca, EDM, obviously straightforward, but inside of here I got it all broken down into like trap, twerk, electro. I haven't brought in all my other stuff, but I have like a deep house folder, tech house folder, house folder. I have all of them in there. I just haven't brought them in because I found myself, I don't really play out of that, because you'll see my new style in a second right here. It's called Strictly Fire 2. You're gonna see how I change that up. I don't really need them broken down that way unless I know that I'm playing like a literal all house EDM event or something. I don't really need those folders because I got a different way to do it. Queen Sports is just like, it's a bar that's in my town that's very like, I just say a mature age, so like older. They don't want no EDM, they don't want any of that stuff, so it's just like kind of like the top 40, pure strictly top 40, none of the other stuff. I just kind of stick in that folder when I'm in that room. All I need is that folder. And then what I was talking about right here, Strictly Fire 2, this is my new thing. So I don't have a 2023 yet, but you'll see here, I got Afro beats, After Hours, which is like kind of deeper house. It's the stuff that I kind of close the night out with. Big Room, so instead of having an EDM folder, I got this Big Room, fist pumpers, nothing but hits like that. Tech House, Deep House, Jersey Club if I want it. Festival Trap, Heaven Trap. Party starters, you always want to have a party starter folder. Like if you're ever struggling, you're stressing out, I don't know what to play next, you go to the party starter folder, and no matter what, they're all hits. Like you just play one track, it's gonna go off and you know it. Top 40, Moonbaton, all that stuff. So just club music in a different format. So I don't need special crates for that. It's all kind of in there, all current, all the new music. And that's pretty well it. We got my wedding folder, which is, I can't show you guys that one. That one's too precious to me. If you guys want to know more about that, thedjconnect.com, go sign up. I will hook you guys up all day, no worries. And then I just got sets. Like if I ever had sets that I put together, they're all right here. I can just come to them real quick. They're all like in order. So the Kanye set, the track is now missing, so that's a shame, but now I just gotta search it. If I search that, like no good. 2022. Ooh. It's right here. And yeah, and that's it. So long story short, like having crates is so important as a DJ because it's just consolidating your music. Kind of like if you have playlists on Spotify or something, it's all there and you know the tracks that are there. You don't got to be struggling. You know that you put time and effort into these things. It's just not 1,000 tracks. Like if I just went to my all folder here and tried to play out of this, it's a mess. I would never know what to do. I would be struggling. When am I ever playing a crooked eye freestyle in a club setting or any kind of setting ever? It's not gonna happen. So I really recommend really spending time building out your crates. So important. And then next up, we're just gonna build a crate. So if you are that new and you don't know how to build the crate, you come up here, right over here. What are we gonna call this? Let's just call it like hip hop 2020, whatever, boom bang. And then like from here, what do you want to do? Like if it's hip hop, I love Kanye, so I would come in here. I'd just start looking through like what do I love from Kanye? Hot shit, that's a big track. So let's drop this in here. That's the start of my crate. We're starting to build this crate out here. What else do I like? I love Stronger, big tune. Let's drop it in there. Dark Fantasy. It's a remix, obviously. I'm sorry, but it's hot. I love it. Try a little Tenderness. No, don't want that. Don't want that. Power. Let's drop Power in there. And all this is just building a playlist. Like, you can do crates for anything. You want to build a specific set. You want to build a folder, like a genre folder. You want to build a compilation. You're just going through, finding tracks. You want Panda, of course. Let's drop Panda in here. And now you're going to see right here, I'm building a crate right here. This is a crate that I can be proud of. And then if you want to rename it, all you got to do, double click it, come back here, rename. You're good to go. And if you just want to delete it, Control A, pick everything, delete it here first, and then come back here, delete the crate, and you're good. No harm, no foul. You're not deleting the track, nothing like that. But if you come into here and you see this track here, you can hit Control R. It's going to literally show you exactly where that track is. It's going to pull that folder up. And then if you hit Control, Shift, Delete. So reminder, if you hold that Shift button, Control Delete just deletes it from here. Control Shift Delete deletes it off your hard drive. So do not do that unless you literally want to delete this stuff off your hard drive. Next up, we got smart crates. Smart crates are so important. I don't use them too much just because I like to do the crates myself. But if you were someone who just wants to like use automation for your magic, you're going to come in here and you're going to make a smart crate. You have to make sure that your metadata is built out. Everything has to be tagged correctly or it's not going to work. But you can come in here, hit add rule. So what do we want? We want to build another hip hop crate. Contains is, let's say contains hip hop. So if I did that, we're going to save that. This is going to be a big crate. This is going to be a mess of a crate. And you'll see here, it pulled in a lot of music. Like a lot of music. It's all hip hop for sure. This is a lot of hip hop. Probably not as much as I have. I'm sure I have a lot more than this. But that's a lot of stuff. So let's go here. Let's hit edit. Let's add another rule. Let's say year is 2000. So now this is a 2000s hip hop crate. 2000 hip hop. So what do we got in here? We got 2 Chainz, 2-Step. So amazing. Birthday song, Young, Wild, and Free. Heat It Up, Bubba Sparks. Put your hands up where my eyes can see. What means the world to you? So now it's only pulling in music that was like 2000s. Whether it was like built in 2000 or part of the 2000s. Bounce With Me, Lil Bow Wow. Hey Ma. Loverboy, Loungin'. Bounce With Me. Whoa, the next episode. So you can come in here and kind of build it out any way you want. You can add another rule. Like you can, what do you want? BPM is greater or equal to 100. So it's going to refine it even more. It's going to pull out Uchiwali right here because it's a 94. Give it a couple seconds. Going to update. It's going to pull this right out. And boom. Now all we got here is Doo-Wop, Ghetto Superstar, I Need a Girl Part 2, Ain't No Fun, Fantasy, Ride for My can't say that word, the real Slim Shady. So I hope you can see how powerful this can be. Like, this is gonna do all the work for you. If you don't want to do the work yourself, this will do it for you, but you have to make sure that like all of your data is in here, all the metadata is here, because obviously this is missing hundreds of tracks. Like, there should be hundreds more tracks in here, but it's not in here because obviously like the data isn't on the track, so I'm missing a lot of stuff. And then from there, it's just like putting that together. So for me, the way I like to play is I like to do stuff in like 20-minute intervals. So I'll do 20 minutes of 90s dancehall, and then I'll go 20 minutes of like 90s hip hop, and then I might go run a transition up to EDM. So for 20 minutes now, I'm playing some big room bangers or something, and then I might transition to something else. But if I was having to pull all this stuff out of my head, I would have a very hard time doing that. But if it's all here, all built in crates, everything's here already, it's going to be very easy for me to do that because it's already here, it's already built. And that's what people talk about sets. Like, some people make just like, they have their 30 track set and they play that no matter what, over and over and over and over again. But if you know how to beat match and your music is organized correctly, you don't need to have sets because you know what's going on. You know that there's an 8-bar intro. You know there's an 8-bar outro. So you can just like, you can always have a new set. Me, it's very rare that I ever make a set. Like, I might only make a set just for a routine or if I'm in a battle or something. Apart from that, I don't have sets. When I go to the club, I don't have sets. If I'm doing weddings, I do not have sets. I do not play sets. Every night is going to be different. And that all comes down to like your crowd. Your crowd's always going to be different. I can't rely on this one set, this one magical set that's going to be perfect every time. I have to adapt to the situation no matter what. So it's so important to have like dialed in crates. So in my opinion, one of the most important things you can do. So conclusion, get your music together, get everything organized, get it all built out, and you're gonna have such a better time DJing. It's gonna be so much funner. Everything's gonna be better. Life is gonna be good. People are gonna recommend you. They're gonna say, wow, how is this guy so good? And it's because you put the time in. You worked on your craft, you put the time in, you made yourself a sick DJ. And that's it. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to this fire. Nothing but more DJ content coming soon. Let's go, DJ Connect. Take it easy.